Morning. It's like 1 a.m. for me. I'm trying to catch myself up in a way, I guess, on these, and I think I might just start doing them at night, like the night of or whatever, like the night before. That way they're published and you can actually watch them. And I'm guessing most people don't watch this on like a phone at 360p like me. So oh yeah. Where'd she start? I tried a bunch of runs. I probably played for like 25 minutes. I haven't even touched my computer since Tuesday. It's well, technically it's Saturday. Friday at 1 a.m. But yeah, I tried a couple of different runs and I just eventually was like, all right, whatever. I give up. So this is the replay that I went with because I usually restart the session when my replays when I'm like, I wrecked or something. So was so this is just the stuff that I wrote down from yesterday that I just kept going with. Was so tired, did not want to go to work. I timed it well, got home, maybe an hour before I had to go to work after I got the computer. Pounded the second monster, 3 hours sleep, two energy drinks. I had the heart flutters later, and consumed a lot of my medication for courage, of course. Checked all my car's fluids when I got back because it was kind of rough. Um, all my fluids were good, but it's like slipping uphill and stuff, so it's not great. The lights flickered. Um, last night when last night when I left work, my belt whined. It like was squealing really bad. My lights kind of flickered, and it was like kind of like a rough sound. I'm like, oh, it's not good. And then yeah, just kind of like it stopped squealing, and then it stopped flickering, and it moved on. Um, yeah, it's definitely the hardest. It's done that before. An hour into the shift, the HR lady comes to find me and finally get me to be a real employee. I gotta go take a new drug test too, eventually, when I find time. Like, yeah, thankfully it's pretty close. My card is fine. I don't really care about that. Although I, I don't know that I'll get to see it or anything like that. I'm just kind of curious, like what my levels are. Is it high? Are they gonna be like his levels are 3 times the levels of anyone else that works here? Like, is that what I mean? I've always wondered that, but I never get to see my own drug test. I think it's just like it's positive. Yeah. But I try real hard IRL to not make like a big deal or make people, I don't know, think I'm like Shaggy from Scooby Doo, like stoned AF all the time. You know, even though like online I'm kind of honest about it. Like I'm clearly using like super heavy, you know, and I'm using a very like safe drug, I guess, and I do need it to function. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm being like too hard on myself, and I make it as cheap as I can make it, and I just use it as needed. Like I overuse, because again, it's like a bottomless barrel, and I can't consume more than I can buy. Like almost no normal human could use a dab 10, 50 times a day. I can just, I'd be basically a level person. Like I just seem like a normal person. Um, oh yeah, back to the hire thing. I had to fill out paperwork again, hang out in the office for like an hour. Got paid, of course. Set up all the things for direct deposit, taxes, etc. First few will be ways will be paid will be check. I don't know if it's I don't know. It's all monopoly money traded green paper for a PC to like console Timmy's, which again I think is a point I covered yesterday because I had written down like multiple, well I guess 2 days worth of points or whatever. Found out there's an attendance bonus for 30 days. If you don't call off, you get 8 hours added onto your check. So that's nice enough for the future. Kind of miss taking my grandpa's birthday. I'll take 2 days off later this month, including a Sunday. Um, I don't know. I kind of thought about my grandpa earlier today, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make it to your birthday. I'm not gonna be there on your birthday, buddy. I hope you understand. I got kind of sad, man. I was like, I miss you. And I just said, I give everything I had just for him to come back and tell me some corny jokes. I kind of started crying. I was like, I don't have time for this. Literally, as I was putting my boots on to go to work, I'm like, I don't have time for this. Like, I have to go to work. You have to save your emotions for a time when I actually have time. I don't know. I didn't want to skip over that because it's not even written down in the book. It's just something that happened to me today that I thought of when I was thinking about, when I wrote down my grandpa or whatever. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take a 3-day vacation at some point. Uh, this month or next month, I'm not sure. Sooner would be better because I'm getting real stressed out at work, if I'm honest. If you have to work Sunday, it's double time. So I might be working Sunday just in general because they need someone to work Sunday now. So I might do it. I don't know. Holidays, you work. If you work on a holiday, like say we had to work on just any holiday, it would be triple time. It's pretty nice. I think you get like rev sharing too at some point. I'll never get I'll never get this, but a guy who's worked there 25 years gets 5 weeks of vacation a year, which is kind of insane. I mean, again, I'll never get there because I don't have like I'm gonna be there in 25 years. In 25 years, I'm gonna be like I don't know, dead or on a beach. It's probably one of the two. Um, oh yeah, also, I just hear things because I'm, in an office and they said the temps, there's 87 temps where, at our place. And I'll just say they're from, North Carolina. I respect the grind and commitment. I'd do the same thing if it was reversed, but yeah, it's not even like work program people like I thought it was. Yeah, exactly why nobody wants to say how long they've been here or anything like that. Because nobody, what I mean? There's also some people have made up positions. Some of the upper, like, I'm not gonna say the company that it's through anymore, but like some of the, what you call it, temps, like some of the upper temps or whatever, they just have made up positions so that they can get a certain pay rate. So that's a thing. Yeah, one of the bosses is like it's not like a real title, and he does like pretty much just every job in the warehouse. Yeah. After the first break, they had no where to put me, so they told me to watch a girl run her oven. Shy, nice girl, but think she thought I was there to take her job, so was actively telling me wrong things. When they put something on a platform, they try to like spin it a couple of times. You can't even tell what way it is, and it's like, well, yeah, I don't know. They're just trying to confuse you, etc. The language barrier. Yeah. After lunch, ran a rough job, sweating, exhausted, but I did it. I whipped Thursdays, but you know, what I mean, today is well Friday night, but technically Saturday. The 10 people have my tax info, and I wrote down good luck getting that because I'm probably not going to be able to get that. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to file my taxes for this year. I'm not sure. I spent 2 hours writing all this stuff from yesterday. Um, well, I guess from yesterday's video and today. And my hand hurt at the time. Asked the HR lady if someone started a fight with me, um, if I get fired for fighting back. Made it clear I didn't want to. She asked if there was a problem. I'm like, no, there ain't no problem. It's all good. But yeah, I just want to know if I'd be fired or not. She's like, no. If you have to defend yourself, you have to defend yourself. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll probably make $45,000 this year. Like, it just seems like I'm gonna be stuck working like 6 days a week all the time, type thing. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I see my landlord remodeling a small house in town. I kind of want to ask him general questions, but again, he's like a slumlord, so like, there's no point in being like, hey, you wouldn't want to like land deed that house to me for like $25,000 or like, like, there's no way. Like, I want to know how much you paid for it because I'm guessing it's like an absolute steal or something. Because he seems to own a lot. He seems to own most of the houses and apartments around here, like in this town. Um, Yeah, and at least this one's a complete slum. Like it's a girl. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like he just seems to just I own half the town. I got half the town's poor people paying me rent to live in my slum places. Like so I'm assuming I don't know. I want a house in this town, and it appears that he just owns all of them and rents them all out. It's yeah. So good luck to me, I guess. Um, it's a really nice house. It's, well, not nice, but it's like a small bedroom, like single story, maybe basement, small, cozy. Going to the city yesterday or day before yesterday, 'cause technically that was Wednesday, reminded me I can't live there. Like I have to find a house in one of the small, I don't know, like like a small town. Like I compare it to a gross poor mountain town in West Virginia is basically what I'm looking for. But I like the thrift stores around here and live inside online, so as long as like I have an internet connection and I have power, I could kind of don't care. Ideally stream games from my ghetto house in who cares, not downtown preferably. As long as I make $1,000 a month after I own my house, um, and it's fixed up, I'd quit my job to do anything. Like $1,000 a month, I quit my job to do anything. Like $1,000 now. Like if I had something that made me happy, but it only paid me $1,000, I think I quit my job and I quit whatever my current job was and I would just take whatever job I could make $1,000 at. But it had to make me really happy. Like I'd have to really enjoy my time there and everything else. Right? It'd have to be very rewarding for me. But I'd be happy to do that. Like yeah. I just can't find anything like that anymore. Um, Work sucked. What's the new? Oh yeah, the new PC guy messaged me like, yeah, and I just told him like, yeah, I just moved in, no internet yet, and need. Let's see, and I'll give you my crappy angle. Uh, I don't know. It's just I literally always play drift games like this. Eventually, I'll get into first person, but we're just not there yet. I told him like, yeah, I don't have any internet, and I need like a new chair and a new desk, and he was like, you want my desk? I'm like, it's kind of a rough drive for me, down there. I'll buy it off you if you like, come this way at some point. Still haven't offered on the chair yet. I need like a legit chair. I really want to offer on this chair, but I also don't want to like, I don't know, I don't want to insult the person to where they won't like negotiate with me, but I also refuse to pay more than $150 for a chair. So like, I don't know, but I kind of want to see about this chair, and I have to drive like an hour to get the chair. It's a whole thing. Anytime I have to go anywhere, it's an hour, even if it's only 30 miles. So annoying. Um, I don't know. Let's see. I thanked the guy again for the build because he was kind of asking about it, and I sent him a picture of like just my setup. I'm like, yeah, it's just like my current setup. But I don't, I don't have internet right now. Because again, everything is gonna be like replaced. Like this will look, I want to say totally different, but it's just gonna look kind of similar. Yeah. I'm gonna probably get something for the computer itself to sit on, like a nightstand or something solid that's not gonna break in any way. And then I'm also probably just gonna get a new table as well. Yeah. As soon as I find these things. And I really need to get the internet hooked up. I wrote that down at the end, but yeah, I gotta call and get the internet hooked up. Like it kind of doesn't matter again until I have like a table and a chair and a way to put the computer on the thing and a new mouse pad because I kind of need to have all these things together to be like complete and ready to rip. Otherwise, it's just like, but even then, I still have like probably a day's worth of just setup to do on the computer before it's like, all right, you can actually do stuff now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Got my ID badge from work. It doesn't work for the vending machines yet, but I was able to clock in and out with an actual human being, like a normal time clock, I guess. Been so busy, forgot to see if I got paid. I did. Another 765 in my pocket, so now there's $2,000 in just like a pay account that I need to move into my checking account. Um, might work Sunday. I don't know if it's mandated. I don't even think they could mandate it, but we'll see. But I might work it because it's double time, so it's $250 after taxes in my pocket. Really worried I'm gonna give up on this job sooner than later. So maybe I should stop buying things and just start stacking money. Like even again, if I lost my job today, if I just was like, no, screw you, I quit right now. Like I'm okay for like 4 or 5 months. I literally, if I made $0, I'd be fine for 4 or 5 months. Probably four. Yeah, I don't know. Feeling the drowning. Feeling a bit. Just feel like I'm overwhelmed and I got too much to keep up with. Trying to ignore the weakness and do what it takes. Just hard when my mind's trying to do five different things. I'll own all the smaller things that I want within, I don't know, a couple of months. Like, I'll have upgraded the sim rig and I'll have like an actual racing cockpit and everything will be done with that. With the e-brake and I'm also gonna buy a VR headset because it's like 200 bucks or something. I'm probably just gonna end up with a VR headset too with my Omega computers. It's like that's probably all I'll end up buying. I can't really think of anything past that that I want to buy or spend money on other than like an SUV or a house. But I'm also worried that I'm gonna run out of stuff to. I also wrote down $500 for just random furniture over the next like whatever couple months or 6 months. But I'm also worried that I'm gonna run out of things that I can actually afford to buy or yeah, in a realistic time frame to where it's just like it's gonna be hard for me to want to motivate myself because it's like, all right, the next big thing is in 25 weeks. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard for me to find ways to motivate myself. And currently, I'm just doing it with uh stuff. So, you know, um, I need to manage my time better. My time is just not managed very well. There's way too much. It takes me forever to do everything, and then yeah, I'm just not managing my time well. I just need to come home and like whenever the computer's hooked up, come home just immediately like start playing video games or shoot like a video, and then play video games for a few hours or whatever, and then just go to bed and wake up and go to work. I just have to manage my time better right now. My time is just like I'm wasting a lot of my time by doing like nothing. Like, I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like I have no time. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. Um, yeah, I don't even know when to do laundry. I only go to work. I sleep. Sometimes I watch YouTube. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. I mean that's pretty much it. Hopefully, the PC mixed up my life a bit. Just being on infinite repeat of just going to my crappy job where I'm just like constantly being. It's the gringos' fault that we're making. It's just a whole thing. Like that's a big. Yeah. It's just it sucks. And if the only thing you're doing is like sucking all the time in between sleeping, you can imagine how miserable that is. Yeah, and the only reason you're there is in the hopes that like you can save up enough money to make something worthwhile happen. I don't know. I just feel like I reiterate the same points, but I don't go anywhere. I'm not even leaving the house. Like I go to Walmart and then I go to work and that's it. And I sleep and I'm not doing anything else. Yeah. And then I just wrote down I gotta call the internet people and get it hooked up. I can hear something, but maybe it's like the wind. Yeah. I just need to get the internet hooked up and I need to get all the other stuff, which, you know, I could just buy same day. Like I need to try and source up all these things beforehand so I know what I'm buying instead of just being like, all right, well, I got the internet and then now I just need to like I need to buy everything right now on the spot so I can do the rest of the stuff. I don't know. But I really want to get this computer hooked up. I really want to like launch into Modern Warfare or something just fun and then just start playing. Like I might even just buy the new Modern Warfare. It's $60. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just know like to get my computer hooked up, like to get everything kind of sorted out there. At some point, I really need to unpack all my stuff. Like I did that light unpacking on the first week that I moved in, and then I haven't done anything since. I don't have anywhere to put anything, but I haven't really done anything else since. I'm literally just like you can't see it because it's never really there, but there's just tons of boxes over there. It's all just toys and video games and crap that I just haven't unboxed because I just don't. I don't know. I don't care. Like I'm just trying to focus on work and I don't know. I just feel like I'm so stressed out and I have so many things I need to do and I don't have any time to do them. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I've stressed myself out enough that I think I might just go and eat and then go back to and then try and go to sleep. Because I don't know. I just it's hard to think that I'm gonna have to live like this and feel like this for a few more years until I can maybe break loose or do something. I don't know. Hope everyone has a good day. Hope you have a better day than me. Work sucked. I felt pretty good until I started this, and then I kind of depressed myself. I guess with just speaking on my own realities and things, I just try not to focus on it. I just try and be like, all right, dude, we're doing this and this and that and that. And you just roll into the next thing, and that's part of why I feel overwhelmed. But that's also part of the reason why I'm not giving up on everything is because I'm too busy to think about it. But yeah, see you guys. Thanks for watching.